All right, let's just jump right into this explainer. We're going to build you a comprehensive financial toolkit. The goal here? To help you optimize your spending and actually beat inflation. But, and this is key, without feeling completely deprived. Whether you're constantly wondering where your paycheck went, or you're just looking to squeeze a little more savings out of your current income, we are going to break down some incredibly effective, psychology-backed strategies to keep more of your hard-earned cash right in your pocket. So here's the game plan for today. We've got 5 steps to get through. 1. Choose your budgeting system. 2. Audit hidden subscriptions. 3. Negotiate your bills. 4. Outsmart the grocery store. And 5. Try a no-spend day. We're basically going from macro foundations all the way down to your micro daily habits. Starting right off with Section 1, choose your budgeting system. Look, you really can't fix your finances without a solid foundation, right? So let's talk about the 50-30-20 rule. It's a remarkably simple method to give literally every dollar a purpose without making you micromanage every single penny. It breaks down like this. Exactly half your income covers your absolute essentials. Think rent, utilities, groceries. Then 30% funds your lifestyle and wants, like, say, dining out. And that final 20%, that goes straight to paying down debt or building up your investments. Now, if you're someone who finds that digital spending makes it way too easy to just blow past your limits, you might need slightly stricter boundaries. Enter the envelope system, or cash stuffing. At the start of the month, you withdraw cash and divide it into physically labeled envelopes for specific categories. Why does this work so incredibly well? Well, it triggers what behavioral economists call the pain of paying. It physically forces you to stop spending when that envelope is empty, completely bypassing that mental disconnect we all get from just swiping a plastic card. And for the highly detail-oriented folks among us, there's Kakebo. This is a traditional Japanese household ledger that forces you to manually write down expenses across 4 broad categories: needs, wants, cultural experiences, and unexpected expenses. By promptly logging every single transaction on actual paper, you enter this state of financial mindfulness. It naturally curbs that terrible urge to buy, that random kitchen gadget at 2 a.m. Moving right along to Section 2, Audit Hidden Subscriptions. Now that we've got a budget in place, let's look at your recurring expenses, because this is exactly where the modern world is designed to silently drain your cash. So where is your money actually hiding? Nearly half of all Americans admit to forgetting to cancel free trials. It's crazy. Companies make signing up this seamless, one-click process, but canceling, that requires a full-on virtual treasure hunt through your account settings. So the crucial point here is that those tiny individual charges really add up. Just 12 forgotten $10 a month subscriptions, maybe that old fitness app you haven't opened since February, an extra streaming service, a premium meditation app. They will silently siphon away almost $1,500 a year. $1,500. You aren't just losing $10 here and there. You are literally losing future wealth over services you don't even use. Let's move to a permanent fix and build a foolproof subscription audit. First step, gather 3 to 6 months of statements. You actually need multiple ones to catch those sneaky annual fees that just auto-renew out of nowhere. Second, write down every single recurring charge. Third, hunt down hidden device charges. Look at your Apple ID, your Google Play subscriptions, or services bundled into your smart TV. And finally, be ruthless. Cancel absolutely anything you haven't used in 2 months. Telling yourself, I might use it someday, is costing you real money today. To protect yourself going forward, you need a system. Consolidate your subscriptions onto a single credit card so that tracking them becomes like a 5-minute job instead of a massive headache across 5 different accounts. Even better, use virtual credit cards with strict spending limits to sign up for free trials. You can set it up so that when a free trial ends and tries to auto-renew, the card simply declines. Boom. It's like an automated defense mechanism for your budget. All right, let's get into Section 3, negotiate your bills successfully. Beyond subscriptions, you are probably overpaying for essential utilities, like your internet service, simply because you haven't asked for a better rate. Check out this massive $300 figure. That is roughly what it costs an internet provider just to acquire a single new customer today. So what does that mean for you? It means they're highly motivated to keep you around. Giving you a discounted rate is significantly cheaper for them than having to find your replacement. You'll definitely want to pause and screenshot this exact proven negotiation script. Spend maybe 15 minutes doing some research to find a local competitor's promotional rate. Then call your current provider mid-morning. That's usually when representatives are a bit less rushed. Use this script. Be polite, but be firm. And if that first representative says no, do not give up. Ask to be transferred to the retention or customer loyalty department. They are the actual people authorized to offer you the real discounts just to prevent you from canceling. Next up, Section 4, Outsmart the grocery store. Now we're zooming into our variable spending. Listen, the grocery store is a psychological minefield, and one of their absolute biggest tricks is the decoy effect. Imagine seeing a $5 loaf of bread. Seems a bit pricey, right? But if they place an $8 artisan loaf right next to it, suddenly that $5 loaf looks like an absolute steal. To beat this, you have to ignore the flashy packaging and strictly rely on that tiny unit pricing tag on the shelf to find the actual deal. If you want to systematically dismantle an inflated grocery bill, just follow these rules. First, shop the perimeter of the store first. That's where all the fresh, whole foods live. The inner aisles, packed with expensive, highly processed items. Second, avoid eye-level items. Supermarkets literally put their highest margin products right in your sightline. Look to the top and bottom shelves to find the cheaper, generic store brands, which, by the way, are often made in the exact same factories as the national brands anyway. And behaviorally speaking, go shopping solo so you don't get pressured into impulse buys. And whatever you do, never ever shop on an empty stomach.
Now, if you absolutely hate rigid meal planning, but you still want to save, you've got to try this viral 6-to-1 grocery method. Instead of buying specific ingredients for highly specific recipes that might just go bad in your fridge, you just buy this. 6 veggies, 5 fruits, 4 proteins, 3 starches, 2 sauces, and 1 fun item for yourself. This simple framework builds this perfectly balanced, waste-free grocery haul that gives you highly flexible ingredients for the entire week. It keeps you out of the processed aisles and completely removes the stress of meal prep.
And finally, we arrive at Section 5, Try a No-Spend Day. Let's tackle your daily behavioral habits with a powerful psychological reset that you can honestly try tomorrow. The rules of a no-spend day are incredibly simple. You spend absolutely $0 on discretionary items for a full 24 hours. Pre-scheduled bills, totally fine. Planned groceries or gas to get to work, also fine. But that impulsive morning coffee run or that late-night Amazon purchase you make out of pure boredom, strictly off limits. It's amazing because it completely interrupts your autopilot spending habits. You might be sitting there thinking one single day doesn't really matter. But take a look at this number. Let's say your typical daily discretionary spending is roughly $25. You know, a coffee, a quick lunch, maybe a snack. Just interrupting your autopilot spending with a no-spend day twice a week means you are successfully avoiding those purchases about 10 times a month. That easily redirects $250 a month straight into your savings account. And you didn't even have to ask for a raise or take on a second job to do it.
By intentionally choosing a budgeting system that actually fits your personality, plugging those sneaky subscription links, confidently outsmarting the grocery store, and embracing the challenge of no-spend days, you aren't just saving pennies here. You are actively buying back your future. So, as you go out and implement these tools this week, I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. What big, exciting goals will you fund with your brand new financial toolkit? Get out there, take control, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.